Alright, guys. So, first of all, I want to start again. Everyone, I want to start again by welcoming everyone on the live stream. I have lost the voice, so please bear with me here. I would also like to welcome all mothers watching this on this very special day, especially my own, which I love very much. Alright. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. So, at this time, I would like to present an award for Hanefesh Region 2016-2017 Chapter of the Year. A number of chapters have had a great year. Down in New Haven, their Kadima chapter has really had a strong year, and that's a great sign for the future of USY there. In Springfield, the chapter board includes lots of new people, and they are becoming more and more active. In Northampton, USY, they had their largest showing of USYers to a regional convention in many, many years. And West Hartford has experienced a large growth in numbers of paid members. One chapter, however, has stood out above the others, with amazing programs such as their midnight run to feed the hungry down in New York City, to a limousine scavenger hunt in which 4 stretched limos raced around town getting things and doing challenges, and full courts for kindness. An interfaith basketball tournament which attracted more than 80 teenagers and raised money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Under the leadership and creativity and amazing programming ability from their advisor, Annie Glasser, and their president, Joey Spiegel, Samuels. I'm so sorry, I do this a lot with last names. Samuels. Westport USY has really thrived, and the success that it has had over this past year is proof of that. Ladies and gentlemen of Hanefesh USY, please give a round of applause and a big mobs of this year's chapter of the year, Westport USY.
Speech. Hi, I'm Faith. I'm Kat from our chapter, and I increased all of the attendance with help of every single person on board, and we're so great. Yeah! All right, I just want to say goodbye.
I can tell you.
You're missing. I know,
Right there.
Annie.
What?
Why are we doing beach night at the boat cruise?
Why don't we not go to
Yeah, we're going to the beach next week. Yeah, the beach. We're going to beach night. Everyone beach night. Here, Northampton.
Beach Day is officially regional final event.
Yeah.
Guys, Beach Day's final event.
Everybody come.
Okay, no, May 21st. No.
May 21st, Westport USY.
May 21st, Westport USY Adventure Park. Let's go.
May 21st, final event at the beach. Or Westport.
We are going to start the process at the end of our year. And that process begins with a wonderful presidential address from your president, Jacob Silverstein.
In this week's Power Shot and more. It starts with, actually, I want to start this with, this is one of the hardest speeches I've ever had to give you guys. This is something that I thought a lot about, but I've also never wanted to give because it means that this is coming to an end. And thank you so much for that. Woo! This week's Power Shot and more. It starts with God giving Moses laws that are specific to Aaron and all the high priests in the covenant. I don't think there can be a more relevant Power Shot than this one is to us. As my time in USY comes to an end, we ourselves are passing down our knowledge, rules, memories, and legacies to the next leaders of USY. However, there are always lessons to be learned and metaphors to be connected into, as any rabbi ever will. Since this is one of the last times I will get to address you as a USYer and your regional president-elect. I wish to leave you with this, a message, my experience, and lessons learned. I was in 8th grade and it was a Saturday night. My sister Noah was going out to meet all of her friends at the synagogue down the street. My mom encouraged me to go with her to this USY chapter event, and so I did. I walked in and I saw what couldn't have been more than 10 strangers who honestly intimidated me. However, they embraced each other like they were long-lost family. About 20 minutes into the night, I felt like an outsider, unwelcomed into what felt like a secret inside joke that somehow turned these random kids into a close group of family. I walked off down the hall and called my mom, and I asked her to pick me up and take me home. I told her I didn't feel like anybody even noticed me. I just don't want to be here. She told me to stay the course and spend another 20 minutes, and if I still don't like it, I can leave. In those next 20 minutes, my sister, as selfless as any sister could be, took me around and started introducing me, her odd little brother, to all these big, scary high schools. After I made the rounds with my sister, I met this boy named Iggy. He invited me to come hang out with him and his friends, while we all went to watch Mean Girls on this prehistoric TV in the basement of the cinema. By the end of the night, I was not yet bitten by the USY bug, but I was left intrigued. So intrigued that I signed up for spring convention that night, which was the very next weekend. When I arrived at spring convention of 2013, everything changed. I was welcomed by a young 8th Ayer with big open arms and a huge smile. To this day, I still believe that weekend in that small Hilton hotel was the best weekend of my life. It's also a weekend that changed everything and made me a USY fanatic. As convention began on that same Friday afternoon, I still remember when Panina opened convention and spoke to the region. My only thought was, I could never do that. I would never be that brave to speak in front of the entire room and do what she's doing. I also remember that weekend as if it lasted a lifetime. From having a room with 5 cramped kids in that same little space, with me, Adam, Iggy, Jordan, and Michael, to spending the entire night blasting speakers in our small room with every guy in the region cramped in with us, having a party that is still unmatched to this day. I believe from that one night, we picked up 47 noise complaints, and it was Michael Sandler's first of 3 conventions. The point of the story is not to tell you about our hotel room or noise complaints, but to teach you a few lessons I learned from USY. Lessons that, for me, have transcended USY and changed my life today. USY is not just a Jewish youth group, it is a home away from home. And on that weekend in April of 2013, my life changed because the kids I met in USY welcomed a small, awkward little 8th grader with open arms and became my friends and my family. The people I meet in USY are the people I turn to when I need help, when I need advice, when I just want to have a fun night with friends. In USY, you can be the person you want to be and not have to worry about if other people are judging you or if someone is going to make fun of you. It's the kind of place where you can walk up to someone and just say, hi, let's go to our rooms and make quesadillas with our flat iron, or go turn our bathroom into a sauna, or want to go play baseball in the hallway of our hotel and maybe risk breaking something. USY is also a place where the people sitting next to you may very well change your life and you don't even know it yet. Take my word for it, because I didn't realize just how much of my life was going to change from that second I walked through those doors at my very first convention. USY taught me about what it means to be a friend when someone really needs me. It taught me about caring beyond oneself. It taught me about loving others as if they were your own flesh and blood. It taught me about growing up and living life with passion. Love, sex, family, friends, fun, memories, and joy. Growing up is about all of these things and so much more. And USY has been a place where I lived through all of these coming of age lessons, where I learned about being a Jewish American teen means to me. On the more present note, that applies to all of you. I know that many people have heard rumors and whispers, like USY is dying or we're going to merge regions. But the most real truth I can tell you is from being behind the scenes and on the forefront of this discussion, we are our own region, and no more than a decade ago, we had conventions with hundreds of kids. In the not so distant past, Hanefesh region was the largest region US-wide, with conventions in the 400s. Take it from me, it only takes one person who's passionate and motivated to change everything. If each of you goes home and runs to for your chapter board and really try to help your chapter grow, you can honestly make an invaluable difference. I promise, by the time you freshmen are seniors at spring convention, there could be upwards of 150 kids here from Hanefesh alone. It only takes one person who's willing to say, I want to make a difference. So, I challenge each of you, step up, run for a position, reach out to a friend and bring them to an event. You may very well be changing someone's life. I know that if that one boy at that chapter event didn't say, come to convention, it will be a lot of fun, my life wouldn't be what it is today. As I leave USY, I leave you all with this. The kids you meet in USY are the most real, kind people you will ever meet in your life. Don't waste this time worrying about hookups or peer pressure, and spend this time turning those faces in the crowd into long-lost siblings you never had. To end my speech, I want to thank a few people who, here or not, have had such an incredible impact on me. Corey, you've been an incredible partner for me throughout this year, and I love you so much. You're going to do so many great things throughout this year. Hello. Without your always positive, upbringing attitude, I don't know if I would have made it through this year. You've done incredible work bringing this region back to where on the right track, and I can't wait to see what you do next year. Thank you. It's all. No matter what situation we're in, I know that whenever we got this, you always knew what to say or how to make it a fun experience. And your passion for APAC, or Judaism, for just US wine family is so inspiring. And you're going to do amazing things, I know. You may have had a rocky start, but I can honestly say that I would not want anybody else. You've done incredible work of bringing a new outlook to this board with such passion and caring for USY that you really care about this organization so much and want us to make it better. So thank you so much. It's been an honor. Emily, you are definitely one of the most dedicated and prepared board members I've ever seen. Whenever I ask you anything, you know what the answer is, and you're just amazing with everything. You love religion education, you love prayers, you love all of it, and it's inspiring. So thank you so much for being an amazing board member. Noah, I don't know what to say. I wouldn't have been good without you. Well, same to you. I love you so much. Without hearing your story about you as when you were younger, I definitely would listen. Such an inspiring person you wrote this past year. Amina and Annie, you guys, Annie may not be here, but Annie, you guys have been so dedicated. You're working so hard on your chapters. It's inspiring. I know that you guys are going to help push this region to where it can be and where it's going right now. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Even though this is definitely not paying you guys enough. To Ross, Jordan, Noah Schultz, the same Rock. You guys have been my best friend. They've been my best friends throughout this whole since freshman year, and just been incredible. Thank you. Zev Cernick. What to say? You've been my best friend, my confidant, and he's not in here, but he's in another room. But, oh, he is. Awesome. Zev, you've been a confidant to me and my best friend. And I just don't know what to say. I don't think I would have made it through this year without you. Thank you so much. To the freshman class here in Hanefesh, I can't tell you how much it means to me to see you guys here, because I know, looking at you, I see myself and what was the last year's senior class, and I just know that as these years go on, you're going to bring such a passion to For those of you who don't know, Jason that came in as our chapter board after Max Schaefer left. I showed up to this Starbucks in Bishop's Corner of West Hartford. Walked up and said, "Who's this guy sitting here at the table?" To Adam, who's right next to me. I wasn't sure who he was. I think he just showed up. I don't know. But apparently he was our new chapter advisor. And throughout these 2 years working with you, it's just been, I thank you so much. You have indulged my crazy antics and ideas. You've helped me make most of them come to fruition. When we said that when we were told, oh, don't expect more than 25 people to reach a convention, we shot for 50. We damn well made it. We damn near made it. And I know. Over these next few years, with you behind the wheel of USY, you're going to make Hanefesh incredible. And thank you so much. This is amazing. Thank you. So, now all right. So I'd like to call my and Jason.
Very good.
I got you.
Jason, we're gonna miss him.
Everyone, look at everyone.
Should we let people on the live stream take screenshots?
So cute.
Apparently it's really blurry.
Mine's me on the floor.
Oh, did you get it?
So
No.
in addition to this fantastic bobblehead that the boy got Jason, I have some personal gifts of my own. Jason, I couldn't think of anything better that would represent our relationship than this. This fantastic lawn. Because I think it represents me. Because like this is just me at your house every day. Guys, every day at lunch, during my school lunch period, I had an obscene amount of free time. So I spent every one of those periods at Jason's house eating his blueberries and stuff that we're gonna do for the next event. So thank you so much. I know how much my board loves country love. They can't get enough.
No.
You have the best playlist.
Hannah,
I actually like it.
So
Hannah Montana.
yeah, that's it. So I know what Corey just looked. So I got him this low cash CD, which is honestly my favorite.
Who is that?
This guy has amazing
I just
music.
really like computer.
It's not all country.
It's not all country, kind of.
Nope, it's
Claire, talks about like coming to passion. No, it's basically about bringing passion to something you love, and I think that represents everything that you've done. Hello. The hit of this CD is setting the world on fire. It's about bringing such a new and incredible approach to everything you do, and I think you do that beautifully.
Set the world on fire, huh?
Thank you, Jacob.
It's all. So the CD is about enjoying the summertime, brings such a fresh outlook and like positive approach to everything you do. So I thought this CD represented. And Emily. And Emily, this is Guardians of the Galaxy mixtape because it is so many throwbacks that I think that represented all. No, it's because you got into our old stuff like the Torah.
You old stuff like the Torah.
I
It's them
Oh, let's go, dude, because hey, Mama, rock me. Like wind and rain, rock me, Mama, hey, Mama, rock me. Driving down south to the land of the sky.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
Okay, that was cute.
Oh my God.
Oh.
It's been decided.
And you have a chance.
Wait, can we?
So unless anybody else other than Jacob, Claire, and Emily have anything to say, we're going to move on with installations now.
If anybody has one.
Anything else to say?
I always have a lot. Before we start, I do, as Jacob also did, I just want to call attention and recognition to some of our regional chapter advisors. I know Nina, who is here, has now taken over from Northampton. And is also helping out with West Hartford.
Yeah.
Becky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in addition, I don't know, I was not around 2 years ago from what I hear. There was not much of a USYC until 2 years ago in Westport, Connecticut, and with the addition of thank you. Actually, you are a cornerstone not only of Westport, but also of Hanefesh. So thank you so much. Uri Katan, can you please come up here? 2016, 2017 Hanefesh Regional Communication Director. Uri, you're probably the most deserving of all non-dodgeball MVP players. You played your heart out while at the same time letting other members of the team really shine and take 100% of the credit. Those guys right there. That right there is the sign of a great leader. And qualities like this will truly help make this coming year successful for you as president. This past year as communications VP, the flyers you made showed talent and creativity. You often worked instantaneously on things that you and I were speaking about, and that's so much better than me having to wait at all, so thank you for that. You're incredibly fun to work with and to be around. Can you all agree with that?
No.
I'm really excited to have another entire year with you. There's a famous Jewish proverb, never trust a man who tells you all his troubles, but keeps from you all his joys. I'm happy to say, Uri, that you have no problem sharing joys with others. And when you do, everyone around you thrives off that joy. Your joy just emanates from your person. Amazing. I have something for you. I have to fix this problem. Hold on. That's all I have to say.
Yes.
First of all, for all of the regional board members, we have a can of Bumblebee too. Always remember, don't ever eat this because this is gross. But it will remind you of that. In addition, speaking of joy, I want to give you these two pictures in here. Pictures of those people with whom you had all that joy this year. So this will grace your. And finally, I was thinking to myself, what do you give someone who already knows how to have fun everywhere? Well, there are still places in life that it is difficult to have fun. But I hope to fix that with this amazing toilet darts game. As you sit in the bathroom, you can play this game. Phenomenal. And I tried it already. So I hope that you enjoy those. You can be your competitive self in the comfort of your Uri, thank you so much. Hal Shapiro Franklin, 2016-2017. You are, without a doubt, one of the most unbelievable people I have ever met. At the risk of sounding like a creepy old man, I've watched you in action various times this year, and each and every time you impress me, make me proud, surprise me, or just simply fill me with happiness. Rabbi Matzia Ben Harash taught, be the first to extend greetings to everyone. You certainly have done this and so much more over this past year. Ruach sessions after Shabbat dinner are always tough for people who don't know the songs and don't really want to dance in front of other people. Nonetheless, every single time you went up to new people, people who looked a little bit bored, 8th graders and 9th graders, etc., and I've watched this, you grab them by the arm, you run them into the center of the circle, and you scream at them. And then they scream back at you every time. It's unbelievable. It's an incredible sight to see. How can we ensure that such music exists around you between now and encampment? When I'm sure I will do that again. Well, for you, in addition to the standard board gifts, I have this incredibly high quality Bluetooth speaker. It's not like, there is a Bluetooth speaker, so that when you're driving in the car and you see strangers on the side of the road who record giant music, and you bust a move with that person. Claire Siege. 2016-2017 Hanefesh region social action.
2015.
Not calling up. Claire, I didn't know you in this position during your first year. But I'm thrilled that I got to work with you and get to know you during your last year in USY. You completely understand that USY is successful. If USYers are working towards making the world a better place. All make a better place. We read in Clear Can't Vote, there are 4 types of people who get stuck. One who wants to, but doesn't want others to give. One who wants others to give, but doesn't want to give himself. One who both wants to give and have others give. And one who neither wants to give tzedakah nor have other people give as well. And we want to like guess what that person is. There's no question you're the 3rd type. You have a desire to help others, and you want others to help as well. This was plainly evident in the amazing sale carnival we put together on a Sunday morning of our winter convention. Seeing a room filled with 40+ USYers and 60+ religious school children was just an amazing sight. Your passion for and dedication to Sado has been one of the cornerstones of this region throughout the year. And for that, we all thank you. As you head off to Wellesley, I want to make sure that you keep in touch with the people here that mean so much to you. Your days are going to become long, and walking around campus, well, you're a teenager, so your battery's going to drain. For you have a portable power bank so that you're always able to have power and always be able to keep in touch with us. And to help you keep the fire of USY kindled in your life, there's a beautiful candle set from Spots here for you. And hopefully that will grace your Shabbat table or burn your dorm down tonight. I hope not that, please, right? So it's been amazing to work with you. Thank you so much. Emily Ann Fang. 2016-2017 Hanefesh Region Religion Education Vice President. Emily, you and I both have a love for Breled and understand how Tefillah and Ruach are absolutely central themes in USY. While we will never, ever see eye to eye on whether the word slaw is a good word. Absolutely not. It's not a good word.
Great.
It's not. The way that you have planned and executed our Ruach sessions has blown me away. The Ruach Winter Convention was probably the highlight of my year, and that's thanks to the planning that you put into it, so it was done smoothly and the song selection for the crowd. Throughout the entire year, Hanefesh, while we might not be as large as literacy, we have dominated with leading services. And the ruach that our region has, as we've already said today, has got to be at least the highest per capita of anybody. So job well done. You are about to embark on a new journey as you begin Nativ. I know you're going to have an amazing time in Israel. To help you stay in touch with us, we have for you as well the power bank. But that won't work because you can't plug it in. So we also have the adapters to help you plug it in. Extremely important. They're right in your bag. A million of them so you can plug in all your devices.
Wow.
Very important. I think we're both nerds, so let's do some gematria together.
Such a good line.
The Hebrew word for house is bite.
I need to
That's
be
very
sure
much
one.
gematria. I'll give you a top is 400. Bite gematria. 412. The Hebrew word mikdash, a word for holy place or temple, is 444. The difference between 444 and 412 is 32. Late heart is 32. And we hope, wherever you live in Israel and college and beyond, I hope that you can put your heart into your house and turn it into a true home and a holy place worthy of such an amazing person. For you, we also have a beautiful set of candles from Tzfat, which will help bring a little spark of holiness as well. If you don't like them, you'll be close enough to it. It's all Wiederhorn. 2016-2017 Hanefesh Region Israel Affairs Vice President. It's all your passion for and knowledge of Israel is unmatched by almost anyone I know. Hanefesh has been lucky to have you bring some of that passion to us during the past year. We're even more lucky that we get to have it again during the coming year. You've executed some pretty creative programming this past year, and I, for one, have learned a lot. I do have a long way to go, though. At the Seder Carnival, I put everything together. I went to your Israel booth, and I told all the kids there, if I get a question right, you all get a piece of candy, and I was overbooked. So I apologize about that. So one of your challenges during this year is to get me up to speed on Israeli history, current events, etc. David Ben-Gurion said, if the land has a soul, then Jerusalem is the soul of the land of Israel. Well, Maytal, not all of us are able to go and experience Jerusalem and Israel, but you have and will continue to bring more of that soul here to Hanefesh. I've learned over the past year that you really like to be cozy. You have this beautiful, it's just gorgeous, beautiful fleece blanket. Anywhere you go, it is light enough you carry it with you, wrap yourself in it, and snuggle up with someone who you would like to snuggle up. Thank you so much. Jacob Silverstein. 2016, 2017.
Yeah,
Jacob, in Pirkei Avot, we read the famous line, Lo alecha hamlacha limor, lo ata ben chorim v'li batel. You're not required to finish the work, but you're also not free to neglect it. You took on the position of regional president, wanting to take on a major challenge. Work with the regional board, that's not the major challenge. Work with the regional board and start rebuilding the region of Hanefesh. Well, I can say with 100% certainty that your hard work has paid off. You knew you wouldn't finish the job, but you've done a great job getting us started, and we are certainly, I promise you, will keep it going. When I say hard work, I'm referring to the fact that you were at my house almost as much as you were at school. Your lunch break goes from about 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's ridiculous. You were usually uninvited, and only a couple times not let in.
Once.
At 3 a.m.
No, it's like 9 p.m.
That didn't happen, guys.
Our conversations throughout the year have really rung the gamut from complete excitement and cooperation to outright screaming matches, not you. And almost every time, I think we landed on the right decision. And you never held a grudge after the heated discussions. That's awesome. So thank you. Jacob, I wish that I cared about anything as much as you cared about Hanefesh USY. And it's not that you wanted to be seen as successful. You genuinely want to see Hanefesh grow and succeed. You spend more hours than you can probably remember reading documents as old as you are, trying to learn about old chapters and how things used to be done. Things that sounded good, you tried to modernize and implement, make relevant today. You reached out to unrepresented synagogues, always pushed for more and more from everyone. In the end, it paid off. You called and FaceTimed me at all hours of the day and night, occasionally even wearing a shirt. It reminds me, I'm not wearing a shirt. For the rest of your life, I beg you to carry around this alarm clock and look at it prior to calling. It has the numbers on it. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. You're going to live in Israel, your favorite place in the entire world. Might happen to be Disney World. And for the upcoming year, whenever you find yourself in a situation where you might need to keep up. Oh, this is not a joke. It's not a joke. The region has gotten you a beautiful kippah. Bring it with you and use it. Hanefesh is indebted to you for your hard work. I am indebted to you for your hard work.
Yeah, I know.
Stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we light the board's candles, the board please come up. Yes. Oh, last year's board please come up. Oh, where are the glasses? Getting some. No, you're still standing. Yeah.
Come on, we're
You guys need, do you need glass holders? If you want them, we have them.
Let's do it, just because I don't want to get burned.
As we light their candles, please give last year's regional board one more round of applause. Under their leadership, Hanefesh USY has experienced a 60% increase in membership, and it's the only region to date to have a membership increase. We had a great opening event, 2 amazing conventions at Camp Ramah, the highest per capita Ruach at IC, a winter convention that was the highlight of some people's years. And we're now finishing off with a great weekend at spring convention.
We got our victory against all of Narusi in dodgeball.
That was Hamlet.
Dude, that was Hamlet.
Boy, was that Hamlet.
Oh, she left.
She left.
She left?
And texted.
Why didn't she just wait 2 minutes?
And
No, only have left like
He left at like
4:30.
5.
I don't want to smile.
Yes, what about
We're going to call up the newly elected members of the regional board one by one to get installed into their new positions. After your candle is lit,
Hamlet.
as they come forward, I will speak, and then the outgoing board member will also have an opportunity to speak to the incoming person in that position. I'll let you speak yourself. And then once that happens, we will. Really cut out? I have no idea. Corey, I'm thrilled that we will have another year working with you. I'll talk a little more about that later. Hanefesh USY thanks you for your hard work during the past year as Communications Vice President. I hereby discharge you from your responsibilities for that position. Will you please pass the flame of your candle? You can say
I don't know you very well, but like I said, I don't know you very well, but I'm sure you'll find your way. You know, we'll get to each other. And good luck.
Over here. Billy, my charge to you. FYI, I doesn't actually say Billy on my sheet of paper. Billy, my charge to you for the coming year is that you continue to build our online and social networking presence and help us to better market ourselves and our programs to Jewish teenagers throughout the region. I look forward to working with you and now install you as the 2017-2018 Hanefesh membership. Nope, Hanefesh communications vice president. Hello? I'm sure there's a lot you'd like to say to yourself, but you can save that for later. Hanefesh USY is grateful for all that you've done for us this past year and is eager to see what more you can accomplish this coming year. My charge to you is that under your leadership, nobody feels left out or lonely at one of our events, and that together we will work to increase our region's Kadima program. As you symbolically pass on the MemCat flame from one hand to the other, do that. I hereby discharge you of your position on this year's board and immediately install you as the 2017-2018 Hanefesh Region Membership Kadima Vice President. Sarah, come. Please come forward. Claire, for 2 years, you've made social action as you put along the idea is that together we can make the world a slightly better place through responsibility. And Hanefesh USY is forever indebted to you for your hard work. I hereby discharge you of your responsibilities of the position and ask that you pass the flame to Sarah.
And now you're the same. And my fondest memory with you is when we're on the plane back from IC, and we talked the entire flight. We were both exhausted. We talked the entire flight to be there as we sleep. And she was asking me all about speak Sado, and I encouraged her to run for Sado. And now you're Sado, and I couldn't be happier. And if you need anything next year, please give me a call, whatever time it is, I don't care. And I love you.
Sarah, I'm extremely excited to work with you even more this coming year. And I know that we will be able to implement the amazing ideas that you mentioned earlier today. I've seen you in action in West Hartford, and without a doubt, I know that you're going to bring the same passion and love to Hanefesh. My charge to you is to put a little Sado into everything we do as USYers. Make us aware of issues plaguing our planet, and give us the opportunity to help others. I hereby install you as the 2017-2018 Hanefesh Region Social Action to fill on Vice Hadas. I got you last.
Thank you.
That's why we had that. Emily, your dedication to the Hanefesh region, to Tefillah, and to Ruach has made it so that our small region takes center stage very often. Hanefesh is grateful to you for your hard work. We wish you a wonderful year in Israel, and I now discharge you from your position. Please pass the light of your flame to Hadas.
Remember that time I dated your brother, and then and then we were pen pals over the summer?
Yeah.
While we were at camp. Yeah. And that time we coincidentally ended up on the same cruise ship for IC Baltimore. And then we moved together. Well, needless to say, we've had so many amazing, crazy adventures together. And I'm so lucky to call you my friend. And I know you're going to do an amazing job as well this year. to have any questions and just to be a phone call away, or well, this summer I'll only be a few phones away. So best of luck.
I have no doubt that you're going to be a lot of fun to work with during the upcoming year. I charge you to continue the tradition of Hanefesh greatness in the realm of Tefillah and Ruach. Teach new people to participate in services. Ensure that our Ruach really does, as the song says, reach up to the sky and come with engaging and creative study topics and themes. I hereby install you as the 2017-2018 Hanefesh Region Religious Education Vice President. They call Leaderhorn. Tal, as I said earlier, you've taught me so much, and as a region, we are so lucky to have you for another year. My charge to you is that you sprinkle a little of Israel into our discussions, our music, our tefillah, our food, and our programming. Teach us that Israel is not just a country, it's not just a homeland, but it's an idea that is at the heart of all of us as Jews. As you pass the flame of your candle from one hand to the other and extinguish the first, do that. Oh. I hereby discharge you from this year's regional board and install you as the 2017-2018 Hanefesh Region Israel Affairs Vice President. Uri Katan, please come back. Jacob, as I said, you have helped to start this region on a rebirth. You have led this past year's regional board through a crucial transition year, and your hard work has paid off. Hanefesh is filled with gratitude to you for your time and effort that you put into your job. As you light Uri's candle, I wish for you an amazing year in Israel, and I discharge you from your duties as regional president. Uri,
Are you allergic?
Working with you over this past year has been an incredible experience, and honestly, the memories that we made, I will always remember you for a little bit. I know that over this next year, you've shown me through this past year also the dedication, hard work, and incredible approach to every new task that you have. You bring such a new outlook and such passion to your job that I know over this next year you're going to build this region into something amazing. I can't wait to see you. Oh, yeah. It has only been washed once, and
Never wash it.
only washed once since it was created.
No, it was on the floor. I thought it was laundry.
Oh, and
You need to like.
It's missing. It's not
My bad.
Uri Katan, I am 100% certain that you will lead the newly installed regional board to a year of great success. I challenge you to use your dedication, your creativity, and your strong personality to take our region to greater heights. Take your job as president seriously, work hard, and most importantly, have an amazing time doing it. I hereby install you as the 2017-2018 Hanefesh Regional President. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your 2017-2018 Hanefesh Regional Award. Watch out for the fire.
Wait, go.
What?
Fun beaver.
Wait, love the person to the right.
Okay, go cry. That's really cute.
That was really
Oh, sorry.
First, time is 12:41. I think there's a couple of more things we have to do prior to going to the banquet, which starts in about 45 minutes. We say farewell to people at home on live stream.
Bye. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Isaac, can you do
Thank
something?
you.
Happy, you always show
Turn it
email.
off? Off?
Stop.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
One view.